Hey guys, welcome back. I'm H, and today we're going to talk about how to reach your goals faster. Let's go! So I've done a previous video on this, briefly outlining on how to make it easier to attain your goals and how to achieve small goals in your life. But this is focusing on how to achieve your goals that you set faster. So basically, let's get right into it. So the main thing, and it's going to be a very short video, because I'm just going to explain the one thing which you actually need, or maybe two things, which you actually need to achieve your goals faster, quicker. And that's just a deadline. We look at all the goals that we set throughout our life, and you think the perfect example is New Year's resolution. So how many of us go, New Year's Eve, we're like, I want to lose weight next year, or I want to stop eating chocolate, or, you know, general sort of things. I want to be able to run 5K. So we do those things, but we don't actually put a deadline on them. So we say them New Year's Eve, and sort of by the second week of January, it's all gone, you know, pear-shaped, and nobody really remembers, and we all end up forgetting what our goals initially were until probably next New Year's. So going back to it, we basically just need a deadline which has a little bit of clarity and precision in there as well. With your goal being clear and precise, it just needs to be reminded then daily for yourself. So your brain will soon, like a New Year's resolution, will soon forget of why you actually created that goal, or one day you won't be bothered, or something else important might come up. But basically, to achieve your goals fast, you need a deadline and to cut all other options. So there's no point having a plan B, because plan B is not where you want to go. You want to go to plan A, and plan A you want to stick to. So although the road might be tough and not exactly as how you planned it to be, but you need to stick to plan A. There is no point having a plan B, because plan B is not where you want to go. It's second best. You want your goal to be plan A, and that is the only plan that you want to carry forward. So most of our goals are, like I said, New Year's resolutions. We just say it, and we don't really put a time frame or any sort of concrete process in to be able to achieve the goal. So firstly, we create the goal, which, you know, say you want to lose weight, but then that doesn't really define of what the goal is, because how much weight do you want to lose? So the second question is how much. So a lot of people aim way high, and I see a lot of people saying, I want to lose like 3 or 4 stone by Christmas, and it's not a reasonable goal, because some people are sort of starting it 2 months before. But just take it on week by week. Say you want to try and lose 2 pounds this week, and then you lose the 2 pounds. So you break it down to sort of mini goals in between your goals to then sort of achieve the big goal. So you get that addiction of achievement with you, which is relating to another video as well, which is progress and not perfection. So if you're constantly making progress and progressing that 1% a day, then obviously you can get to that main goal a lot quicker, and in a happy sort of process as well. So you're constantly achieving, and you're not getting bummed out by sort of small sort of setbacks, because you're making that progress day on day on day. But when we're talking about sort of the deadlines and the clarity, so like I said, we need the initial goal and how you're going to get this. So we're talking about weight loss, and then I want to lose 3 stone by Christmas, but then break it down into, I want to lose £2 a week. Or if you know, want to lose 3 stone, I want to lose £2 this week. And then once you feel good about it, you say you lose £3 in the first week instead of 2. I mean, that's great. I mean, you can then say to yourself, well, can I lose £4 this week instead? You know, up it, you know, double your goal from last week, and really push yourself to try and make those goals come quicker. Because this is what we're doing. We're breaking down the big goal for yourself, and then trying to achieve mini goals so we can get that snowball effect and the achievement and the progress going. So say you've already got a deadline, you've already done this process, and you think, well, basically skip to this part in the video. So you've got a deadline. So say you've put the deadline on or we use the same example. Say it's next Christmas. So this year I want to lose 3 stone. So in a 12-month you want to lose 3 stone. Great, brilliant. Now evaluate yourself. What I said about cutting all options at the start. What can we do to shorten that time frame? So it's cutting everything out, cutting out that plan B, not making your sort of setbacks an option as such. So you're just trying to focus totally on you, totally on your goal, and then see where we can put that time frame in. So say it's 12 months the original goal. Can we do it in 6? Can we do it in 4 months? And that's what I want you to ask yourself. So with your goals, if you're now setting a deadline and you're thinking, well, if I do this and I do that and I've got these things to do as well, what if you can try and take out those things and focus all your energy on the goal that you actually really want in life? Because that's our main thing. The majority of people are doing things that they don't want to do, making themselves unhappy daily. And they're doing the same things over and over and over daily. But if we just focus on this one thing, and people will say, I can't do this, I haven't got time, I haven't got money, it doesn't matter. It goes back to my other video, which has said if you just spare half an hour a day, if you spare half an hour a day for your goal, you will soon then create that progress step to becoming closer to your goal. So you step in the right direction forward all the time, trying to create that achievement, the sense of achievement for yourself, and actually attaining your goal. So what I'm trying to say is basically, if there's no excuses. Excuses are a little bit of a BS statement where you just want to lie to yourself and pretend to yourself that, I don't know, you maybe are fearful that you are fearful of your goals. Maybe your goals are too big. Maybe your goals are too small. And maybe you just think that you can't get there. But I can promise you, if you spare half an hour a day and invest in yourself, you will get to the goal. Like a perfect example of people who sticking to goals. We've all been on holidays. We've all packed a suitcase, and we've all done essays in university, college, general school. We've all had sort of the deadline of an exam. So, and obviously going on holidays. But basically, what I'm trying to say is we've got sort of this deadline, and how many of us leave it till the night before to finish that last paragraph or pack 3-4 cases, and then we just turn on this like crazy beast mode where we can just be like, woo, yeah, we're focusing on it, nothing's getting in our way, the phone's chucked away, the laptop, everything, TV's gone in the bin. You're just focusing on packing those bags, or bring back the laptop, and you're focusing on typing that essay. You're eliminating all other options, which is the external variables which will have that effect on you and distract you. So you can do it for that because there's a serious deadline involved. So you can put that serious deadline on your goals just generally. If it's, I don't know, do shopping by Thursday, you can put that goal on it and put the seriousness on it. I mean, if you struggle to stick to goals, because I've struggled myself without a deadline. I'm very guilty of, if I don't put a deadline on something, I'm very guilty of just going, it's okay, we'll do it next week. Or I was very guilty of it. Now I put a deadline on everything to make sure that I can achieve stuff constantly and make time for new things and make time for my social and free time to do more research, more reading, more running. Anything that I sort of want to do, I've got more time to do it. But if you can't stick to the goals, then put a consequence or forfeit on if you don't do it. So I'm not saying tell the world about your goal, but at least tell somebody, a family member or a friend, that if you do not do this goal, then I don't know, you'll have to do something embarrassing or humiliating, or you'll have to go for a 5k run, or you'll have to do 50 push-ups and post it on social media, or you have to, I don't know, take an egg to the head. There's plenty of things you can think of which your friends will then give you motivation for, because they can't wait to put an egg on your head, or they can't wait to put a cream cake in your face, or they can't wait to see you post that and see you know, it's just an external motivation for you to sort of give you the inner demon and the fire in your belly then to go and say, yeah, I can do this. I'm going to get this deadline done. I'm going to prove people wrong. If you're struggling to stick to goals, you want to try and give you that external motivation as well, because sometimes it's hard to get that inner motivation for a deadline which you set yourself, because some people are like, I won't stick to it and I'm not going to do the forfeit. But if you tell somebody about it and they can hold you to it, and they'll get you when you're sort of least expecting it anyway, if it's a forfeit like an egg to the face. So yeah, that's another way which we can help ourselves. If you're struggling to stick to goals and deadlines, then you can make a consequence and tell people about it so they can hold you to it. So now that we've established how to achieve our goals quicker, like I said, if we've made the goal, we plan it, we do the process, and then we try and shorten it. So that's what we're aiming for. So now we've established that, we can now look at the next 3 years of our life, 5 years of our life, or even 10 years of our life. So you can think, and I know a lot of people, or if you're younger, you can say, I want a car by 17. I want to save enough money to buy a car at 17 or 18. Or I want my first house by 23. I want my first house by 25, 28, 35, whatever your age is. You'll all have this like a future 3-year goal, 4-year goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal, like your careers. Where do you want to be? I want to finish uni in 3 years' time, and then I want to be in my dream job in 5 years' time. I want to do a year of experience or a year traveling in 10 years' time. I really want to be settled with a family. So there's all these aspirations in career, and it doesn't actually apply to family as such, because that happens when it happens. And don't rush that. So, but if you can, like you do uni, you've got your 3 years, but then say you need another 5 years experience before you want to get to your dream role. I mean, can we shorten that down? Can you do extra shifts? Can you do volunteering? Can you do an extra course to boost you in that field? So there's all like different types of variables, like for your career. Or if you want to run 5k and you're only just committing 1 day a week to running, can you commit 3? Can you wake up that little bit earlier and train a little bit more? Can you commit 4 or 5 runs a week? So there's loads of different variables, and that's the question I want to ask you. So you've got your goals, you've got your deadlines, then you've got the process and the plan and the breakdown, and then it's the question of, how can I make this quicker? How can I shorten the end goal? And that's the most important part to achieving things quicker. It doesn't mean that you're cutting corners. It doesn't mean that you're actually cheating by any means. You're just focusing on yourself, eliminating all other options. Like I said, eliminating the plan B, because you don't want plan B. Plan B is second best. You don't want to be second best, not to yourself. So you want to be plan A. You want to be sort of focused and eliminate all other options, so you can focus on plan A and actually achieve plan A as quickly as possible. So it'll give you all the time then in after you've achieved your goal to, 1, either set another goal, or 2, enjoy the goal that you've accomplished in your life and actually enjoy the life that you've achieved for yourself. So just to close this video out, we know now the process of actually goal, deadline, plan, process, shorten. So I want you to try and do that with every goal that you have, big and small. Every New Year's resolution, every goal that you have every day, basically. Just if you're having trouble sticking to it, tell somebody, put a forfeit on it, make it sort of responsible for yourself, make it actionable for yourself. And then make sure you have some clarity with your goals as well. That's the main principle. So you can have the deadline, but make sure you plan what you want out of that goal, because that's the main thing. Like I said, going back to it, if you want to lose weight, how much weight do you want to lose? You need to have that focus and the clarity for the goal to actually make it more actionable for yourself. I'll leave you today like I always do, and that's, please make today a positive day. I hope you have an amazing day. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share it as well. I mean, that helps me out a load. If you found it useful, then please let me know what you think in the comments, or let me know what you want me to, if you're struggling with anything, please let me know what you want me to record next and do a vlog on and try and break down for you. And I'll do my best to help you out. But please give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, and also please subscribe and hit that notifications bell. Hope to see you soon. Take care.